Hi everyone, my name is Blake Williams, and this is my final reflection for our philosophy class. It's been pretty eye-opening. It's been a pretty eye-opening journey, and in this video, I'm going to share what philosophy means to me now and how my thinking has changed, and some ideas and philosophers that really stuck with me. Before this course, I thought philosophy was just a bunch of abstract questions that didn't really apply to real life, but now I see it as a tool, a way of thinking critically about life, truth, values, and who we are as people. Philosophy to me is not about asking the right questions, not just having the answers, and not just having the answers. It helped me slow down and real and analyze things instead of jumping to conclusions. One big change One big change is how I approach moral and ethical questions. Before I thought ethics was just what feels right, and after learning about things like Kant, Aristotle, and Hume, I realized a deeper framework for truly deciding what is right and wrong. Kant's idea that people should be treated as ends and not means really challenged me to think about how we treat others, not just in theory, but in daily interactions. Also, David Hume's skepticism and causation in metaphysics really made me question how much we assume without evidence. I started to be more cautious about big claims, especially when there's no proof. One idea that really stayed with me is moral luck from Thomas Nagel. The idea that these people can be judged for things outside their control is both disturbing and strangely true. It made me think a lot more about compassion and how often we judge others, especially in criminal justice, which is my major. Another thinker that stuck with me is Plato. His concept of justice as harmony really shifted how I think about ethics, not just as rules, but as a balanced life. The concept is something I now see as relevant both personally and in society. I'm studying criminal justice, and I think philosophy gives me a better foundation for critically thinking about laws, punishment, and fairness. For example, studying the natural law theory from thinkers like Aquinas made me consider whether laws are just because they're laws or they need to be grounded in something deeper like moral reason. Also, concepts like virtue ethics from Aristotle give me a personal standard for how I want to act, not just what I want to achieve, but who I want to be as a person in my career. This course helped me connect so many dots from Socrates, the idea of the unexamined life, to McIntyre's focus on virtue and community. I realized that philosophy isn't just an academic subject, but it's a way of thinking that it will carry with me. I've started noticing how philosophical questions show up in everyday life, like in politics, relationships, or even debates about AI and ethics. Philosophy gave me a framework to think those through more clearly.